Michele Lau. I am the Affinity and Firelight Diamond Expert for QVC US. I also love me a gemstone. I'm certified by the Gemological Institute of America and absolutely love what I do on the air. But what we do every Wednesday is even more fun to me. I just am so enjoying this. My mom and I hang out. Mama Pat is over here. Say hi, Mama Pat.
Hi, Mama Pat.
That's so old.
That's so corny.
But I love it. Anyway, Mom is here as usual. She is your moderator and does an awesome job. We, though, want to share this time with you. I would love it if you guys would talk amongst yourselves. Let me know if you have any questions regarding to jewelry or anything else. I'm an open book. You can ask me anything. I'll answer almost anything live on the air. But we do this every week and we love it. I'm stalling just a little bit just to give everybody time to get on in before I dive into our first discussion. Speaking of your questions, one of you asked me last week if I would talk a little bit more about colored diamonds, not just fancy colored diamonds that grow naturally, but the ones that are treated. And so I found something just so exciting. To me, it would be like a TSV worthy, meaning today's special value on QVC worthy, because it's just so awesome. It is the perfect giftable. If you're looking for great gifts in diamonds, I know some of you are going, oh yeah, like I can afford gifts in diamonds. What if I were to tell you that I found something that is under $150 that I would be proud to give my mom, my sister, my best girlfriends? I mean, it's spectacular. So it's a web discovery item. So let me explain what that is for those of you that are just coming in. Oh, before I get into that, who do I need to say hello to? I'm blind as a bat, so I rely on Mom for this kind of stuff.
I've got Jerry.
Jerry
William,
Ansky. Hi, William. My sister
Cass.
is there. Cass, we're going to be featuring Cass today. Today is a day that, as I started to say, is all about you guys. So we selected 3 folks that are just amazing women, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to introduce you to them and show you some of their jewelry. Diane is going to be featured. Cass, who is here in the house, and you hear me talk to Cass all the time. We're going to be talking about her. And then a new friend of mine, her name is Lisa. We're going to be showing you some of her favorite things and talking to her. Hopefully she can make it today, and we'll talk about jewelry together. So anybody else before I dive into the web discovery discussion? No, we're good. All right. So a web discovery is an item that we go treasure hunting for. The Lau girls were not too much into getting dirty, if we can help it, or sweaty for that matter. And so instead of going into a mine and looking for gemstones for you, I like to go perusing the web. So I did find this great web discovery item that has been living there quietly. I think William might actually own a pair of these, but check it out. It is gorgeous. They are diamond studs.
I love these.
I love them too. And they come in 3 different colors. I'll show you all 3 as we go along. But these are the white diamond studs, which I suspect will be amongst the most popular. They are item number, and Mom will always put the item number in the chat for you too. I also, prior to the live stream, put all the links. So for your convenience, if you just want to touch the link, you can go there. We're not selling you anything. That's why I'm not really belaboring all that. But I wanted to talk about high pressure, high temperature, or HTHP. HPAT, you know, diamonds.
I told you, say it.
You're right, say it. Don't try to acronym it. But the industry does. Anyway, they're from Affinity. So these are diamonds from the earth. They're a 1/4 carat stud earring, which comes in black, blue, and white. And they're $122.83. So this I wanted in here for a couple of reasons. Not only to talk about fancy colors and diamonds. These are gorgeous. The blue would be amazing on you, Amy. Blue eyes and these blue diamonds, it's just like magical. Really great. But they're giftable for sure at $129. So I'm just really excited. And then to go one step further, QVC has something called Easy Pay. And with Easy Pay, you pick the credit card. They don't try to tell you what credit card you have to use on Easy Pay. With Easy Pay, you pick whatever one it works for you, and they split it into 3 credit card payments of $40.94. So for what you would have spent on an acrylic Christmas sweater or maybe a pair of jammies for the holidays, you can actually give somebody diamonds, which I think is pretty doggone great.
Or diamonds and jammies.
Or diamonds and jammies. And you could wear diamonds in your jammies. Why not? So yes, here is that beautiful shade of blue. And we also have these to switch. Yes, to black diamonds, the mysterious quality of black diamonds. I do want to go back, though. I think the blue shows off best what I'm going to be talking about, and that is color diamonds. Okay, so In order for a diamond to become blue, many things have to happen within the Earth's crust over billions of years of time. Any diamond other than a white diamond is considered a fancy color, but some are more rare than others. And blue is infinitely more rare than black diamonds are, just so you know. This is why I'm saying I really love the blue. But in order for a diamond to become blue, you have to identify that it has the right stuff, and then you kind of send it off to school. You send it off for the treatment, and you never know what you're going to get back. It's just like the kids, folks. You send them off to college, you don't know what you're getting back, right?
Oh,
You hope you get, somebody that's successful and happy in their life, but you never know. So a very small percentage of them come back like this. And the thing you want to look for when you're buying the ones that are treated is you want to make sure they have a nice body color, but you also want to still see the fireworks inside. You still want to see the rainbow colors inside. So everybody with me so far, Mom?
yep.
Okay, so you send these white diamonds off, you hope for the best, they come back, and then you set them. Now, the setting on these is also something I wanted to take a minute and talk about. Do you see, and I think you can really see it nicely on this picture, I hope you can see it. Do you see around the outer edge how it looks like, almost like a cupcake paper, right? It's kind of fluted around the outer edge, or like a megaphone. I was a cheerleader in college, carrying those big heavy megaphones. It's like a megaphone. And what it does is it actually makes the diamond look substantially larger than they are. So you're paying for a 1/4 carat, but you're getting a 1/2 or 3/4 carats worth of look. So they're about a 1/4 of an inch top to bottom. They're a really great earring. They're our web discovery, and I dig them. I really do. Does anybody have any questions that I can answer about these high pressure, high temperature diamonds?
I
Yes,
have
Mama?
a comment here.
Uh-huh.
I know you can see more people there than I can.
Mm-hmm.
Could everybody just say hi?
Oh, that's a good idea, so that we know that you can hear us and see us. Thank you for that, Mom. This is why she's the boss, the moderator today.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, if you could hit some hearts or say hello or something so that I know that you're out there.
Or
There are a
heart
lot of
or
people
wave.
coming in. Yeah, if you could throw a couple hearts, that would be great so that we know that you're there. I want to make sure that you can hear me before we get too deep into this. But Amy, can you hear? Amy says hi, so it looks like everything's good. Excellent. I think we're all good to go. So I'll keep moving on forward. Ready, everybody? Here we go. So that was the first web discovery. But for the very first time, we're going to go back-to-back web discoveries. I want to introduce you to somebody. Today is all about you guys. And I hope she's here. Have you seen our good friend?
Not yet. Now, they may be figuring out yet.
How to get on?
Oh, there's Diane.
This is Diane.
Hi.
Diane
Hi,
is,
buddy.
she's also very, very special to us.
And Neil.
And Neil, of course, her husband Neil, who
Love 'em
has
both.
great taste in jewelry. November, being the month of Thanksgiving, is something I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been wanting to honor the people that I love, and you guys are definitely a part of that and a part of our journey, certainly on this crazy live streaming thing that we're doing. And Diane has always been there for me, and I am very, very grateful to her. We started talking on Facebook when I was working at another channel. I was working at the butt crack of the morning. I can say butt crack, can't I, Mom?
Yeah, you
I,
did.
I did the morning show there for about 5 years, nearly killed me. But to keep myself entertained, I would bring my iPad out onto the set. And I would sit, and as I was selling stuff, I would take your questions, and before live streaming was a thing. And so we would do it through my Facebook page. And I got to know Diane, and I got to know Neil, and I just really love them. So I asked her if she would send me a photo of one of her favorite pieces. And Neil actually bought this for her. You guys ready to move forward? Anything I need to address before we start?
Not yet.
All right, here we go. There it is. Isn't it gorgeous? I know, that Neil, he's got great taste. This is actually a morganite and diamond ring that he bought for her, and I think it's spectacular. I know. Morganite's also called the pink beryl. It's a member of the same family of gemstones that emerald belongs to, and it was actually named after J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan, incredible dude. I mean, if you love history, you should read about J.P. Morgan because he's had a hand in almost every huge thing happening in the development of the United States. I mean, everything from the subway system to the railways to, and he was also not only a financier, but he was also a gem collector. He was besties with Frederick Kuntz, who is considered the father of gemology, and these two guys were the power guys as far, in my world anyway, as far as the whole jewelry genre. And so I love morganite. I love the soft, sweet color of it. I love the pleocharism that I see within morganite. And that's a big word. You're right, Mom. Sorry about that.
No, it's Amy. I'll tell you later.
Okay. My sister was her birthday yesterday. She's on. Say hello to her, Amy Lau. Yes, happy birthday to Amy. I can't wait to hear how dinner went last night. But anyway, I digress.
Wonderful.
I want to show you the piece that I found within our QVC inventory that I think is comparable and beautiful. Look at this. Have you ever? Wouldn't you love to slip that on? I saw this and I just about fell over. I mean, it's nearly a dead ringer for Diane's ring. If you love it, and it did look great on her hand, her version of it. This is the QVC version of it. It's from a company that, and the reason it's a web discovery is it's been living on our website very quietly. It's a company that does not get a lot of airtime or a lot of visibility. It's a very high-end, high fashion, and just a really classy line of jewelry that is out of a lot of our range. But if you can, you should, because it is 9.5 carats of morganite. There has been a really difficult time in the last number of years getting big, substantial, juicy pieces of morganite. And the reason is, I wanted to give you more. I'll get back to that. I wanted to give you more information. All right, so it is from the Bellini brand. It is item number J477229. They called it the multi-gemstone because it's got morganite and diamonds, but I think people are missing it because it doesn't have morganite in the top line description. So you're really a part of a very select group of people to view this, and I love it. If I could hand you a glass of champagne and put you in a big comfy chair and have you try it on, I would.
Yes, please.
I know, right? And it's got almost a half carat of beautiful HI near colorless I2 or better diamonds. I love the way it frames that morganite. It's just crazy good. There's not many, but we do have sizes 5 through 10. The reason this is important right now, this time of the year, is a lot of folks like Neil that are very generous with the people that they love. They want to buy something substantial like this, but you go, I mean, it's a custom piece really anywhere else to get 9.5 carats. Or if you were to find something of its caliber in your local jeweler and you'd pay a fortune, trust me, ask Neil, I'm sure he can tell you, they'd have to special order it for size, because they usually only keep in the store like size 7 in something like this, maybe size 6 and 7. So for us to have 5 through 10, it's like onesies, you know. So if you want it, you should go for it. Now, if your size does sell out, don't panic, okay? Because you could have it sized after the fact, or she could wear it on a different finger. What's up, Mama Bear?
Sure, my girl Cash
Cass, yes.
said that has the pink overtones of a Himalayan
Yes,
morganite.
you are absolutely right. I love
That's
her.
special.
It is special. It does have the pink overtones of a Himalayan. Absolutely. Now, I don't know the country of origin, so I shouldn't say, but will you look at that?
It has those overtones.
It definitely has those overtones. And that is that more pink color, that more posh pink. It's a more saturated color, less of the brown, less of the peach, and more of the pink. So yes, Cass is right on the nose with that as usual. Yeah, it is really an incredible ring if she loves pink. And again, I wanted to lead with this, not only because it's one of Diane's favorite pieces, but this is the year of the pink gemstone, whether it be pink diamonds or morganite or whatever it is you can afford to buy. Everybody's gone gonzo for pink. So and it looks good on everybody's hand too. All right, so back to why you're having a hard time finding big sizes in morganite in the market. There is something that is found very routinely in the mine where morganite is found, and that is a mineral called neodymium. And again, I don't want to go too geeky on you,
Oh,
but
that's
I
fun
would
to
tell you they use it in cell phones, in manufacturing cell phones, neodymium. So there have been mines of morganite where they have gone in and not been careful about the morganite because of money. It's much more profitable for these miners and for these companies to go in and grab the neodymium with the demand for cell phones and other electronics being so high, and they have destroyed a lot of the big pieces of morganite along the way. So that is why and I don't get to talk about colored gems, so I'm really enjoying myself. I love colored gemstones. I was actually hired into QVC as a colored gemstone expert, but then this opportunity in diamonds, which you know how I feel about diamonds, came up, and so I don't get to talk a lot about this anymore. But I firmly believe in morganite as a collectible gemstone. I will never personally guarantee investment values for you on anything, including diamonds, because how could I do that? That would be like your financial advisor guaranteeing you something. If a financial advisor guarantees you a return on something, find a new advisor. That's how I feel about it. So anyway, I think it's gorgeous. That's why I would buy it. And evidently, Diane and Neil are enjoying theirs as well. It is item number J422 or pardon me, 477229. And it is from this capsule collection that lives within our web inventory that I adore. Would love to be able to present it to you live on the air sometime. It's called Bellini. And you can go ahead and Google them and see how wonderful they are, because they really, truly are. They make great quality products. I see things just like blowing up on the live stream on my end. Tyrone is with us. Hi, Tyrone. Tyrone, I don't know if you have any of our QVC jewelry that you could put on for us at some point, but I would love to feature you during the month of November. Would you private message me if you have, if you're willing to participate? Because you've been here for me for every single episode, and I really appreciate you. Any of you guys that would like to participate, it would be great. But there is, again, a very special place in my heart for a number of you, Diane being one, and Kaz, who is online right now, who has become such a special girlfriend of mine and mom's throughout the years. Kaz also, I don't even know how many years we've been hanging out together. It's been a really long time. And she has been collecting all kinds of jewelry forever. She knows her stuff. She's a jewelry designer and makes some really fabulous things, which she can tell you about in the chat if you guys are interested. So everybody say hi to Kaz. Throw the beautiful Kaz some love, as well as Diane. And let's talk about her jewelry, shall we?
Tyrone and William and everybody.
Yes, Tyrone, William, Mary. Mary is there. Oh, so awesome. Oh, speaking of which, we met a lot of really cool people when we were in New York, and I promised you a shout out. So I don't know if Lori and Nelson are with us from York, Pennsylvania here today. A lot of you don't participate in the chat, but you just listen. I promised you a shout out, and Mom, let's throw them a big kiss. What do you say?
I'm typing. I love them.
She says she's typing. She loves them. I'll throw you the kiss. That's fine. But yeah, we had such a nice time talking to you guys and spending time with you. And it was our pleasure to meet you, honestly. Same thing with the gentleman by the name of DJ Beyond.
Oh, he was so sweet. He
such a nice guy. He really did. Oh. He sat next to us in the train, which was fantastic because he helped us with our luggage and kept us entertained. And then we ran out of juice. Oh, no. Both of us on the train ran out of battery, and he shared his chargers with us so that we could actually do the pop-up live stream that happened that night. But meanwhile, the spotlight is on Cass, so I want to get back. She is wearing some gorgeous jewelry here. I mean, I love her stud and the way she's got it styled. She does a really good job with all of that, always putting her look together. She always looks really pulled together and just perfect.
William loves her cheekbones.
William's complimenting you on your nice high cheekbones. Yeah, she's gorgeous. The earrings that she's wearing, ironically enough, I don't think I told you, Cass, I wore a pair very similar to the gala, to the Women's Jewelry Association gala. And I wore the yellow gold version. I think these, I can't see them from where I'm sitting. I think you have on the white. Am I right, Cass, or do you have on the yellow? Maybe you could fill me in on that. But the item number on these, if you're interested, they're from our Firelight Lab Grown program. These are a beautiful diamond earring. They're an inside-out hoop, and they're in 14 karat yellow or white gold. They are just a little over $1,000 now. They're a fantastic buy, $1,055. They are on 3 credit card payments of $351.67 on Easy Pay. She's got the white on. I wore the yellow for the event. I love them both. I had a hard time deciding, actually.
Got a lot of comments on them.
Yeah. Honestly, Cass, I bet you get a ton of compliments too. I got so many compliments on those earrings. I kept my jewelry really simple that night. I wore just a big, the bigger pair of hoops that you're seeing now. And I wore one of my favorite tennis bracelets. And of course, I wore my brilliant rose pieces because I always do. It's just part of me now. They're on 12-month special financing if you have a Q card. So if you are a QVC fan or have a Q card, you can put them on 12-month financing of $87.92. Oh. Yeah, and you have holiday returns right now that are going on. So anything you buy now, between now and the end of the year, you can return until I think it's think it's January or yeah, I think it's January of next year. So if you are interested, you can check all that out on the website. Again, her earrings are J427395. I would love for Cass to tell us in the chat what she loves about her earrings. I can tell you what I like about them. I think the baguettes are beautiful. They're unexpected. They're a little more daring. They're a little bit more rebellious, and they definitely reflect an Art Deco vibe. See, the thing about baguettes is, yes, it's double.
And then she double pierced
Yes,
them too. I
yes.
love it.
I do. I love that too. That's what I was talking about earlier, the styling, how she did a very classic, brilliant round stud. And then she did these hoops that we're talking about now that, again, give you this incredible texture that's different from the brilliant round. And I think that's what
Classy.
Mom's trying to say. Yeah, the combination of the two is super classy and just really beautiful. We employ, and not everybody knows this, but we employ some of the best baguette cutters in the world at QVC. There's a real art form to cutting a baguette. When you sit down with a pile of rough and you kind of look at the rough and see what it wants to be, right? Like a sculptor, you have to have the right stuff to be a baguette. You have to have a cleaner product. It has to be fewer inclusions, because when you go to cleave it, a diamond has what's called perfect cleavage, which always makes, the young boys giggle. Sometimes, like if I'm speaking to somebody and I say that and they laugh, I always go, yeah, I call it Pamela Anderson. So
Oh,
anyway,
Jesus almighty.
it's just my own little inside diamond humor. But yeah, it gives you this wonderful flash, these nice long lean baguettes, and I love them. Has she said anything about it? I think I can see. I see. Thanks, Mama Pat. And that's about all I can see.
Well, I said she was a very classy lady.
Oh, she
But
is.
don't forget her.
Oh, you're right. Don't forget it. Are you kidding? I'll go ahead and move on from the earrings, which are here. Give you a better idea for proportion on her, but I wanted you to see them. Again, they're from our Firelight Lab Grown collection. So you are looking at VS Plus clarity, and you're looking at 5 full color grades, higher from what we promise, which is really fantastic with our Affinity collection. But here's what Mom was talking about. On Cass's wrist, let me go back. You see a bracelet. The very first bracelet I ever put my name on, ever, and I'm an old chick. I mean, it's been,
Careful.
well, it's been these many years that I've been doing this, but here's the story behind it. These are all made out of champagne diamonds, and the one that she owns is the 3-carat version. Champagne diamonds are amazing. They're like candlelight. They glow. They're so sexy and so pretty. And ever since I started as a young girl in this little baby host, as Jane likes to say, in this crazy world that we're in, I've heard dealers and lapidaries talking about how the Argyle mine in Australia was going to close. And it got to be, you know how you hear something over and over again? You're like, yeah. Is it ever going to happen? 37 years it was open and raging. I mean, you got the world's best pinks out of that area. You got some of the world's best champagnes out of that area. And it all went away this year. So being a member of the International Color Gemstone Association and the Women's Jewelry Association and all the things that I'm involved in, I got wind of this before it was going to happen. And I called frantically to our buying team and I said, we need to jump on this. We need to make as much of it and grab as much of that material as we can, because once they stop mining, it's like a trickle-down effect. It's not like shutting off a spigot and then it all goes away, right? And the reason I'm belaboring this is because it becomes not only harder to get as time goes on, from the time they close until now, but the prices escalate so fast. And so there have been whole brands that have been built around the chocolatey colored diamonds and the champagne colors. And they're, of course, going to want to jump in first, too. So we got there. And because we did make such an excellent buy, this has been a top seller ever since. We have it in the 1-carat and the 3-carat. I'm just showing Cass's version today because I think
She has worn it every day since the day she bought it.
that's so nice. Cass has worn it every day since the day she bought it.
Yeah.
Now, another thing that I insisted on when we had this made is I said, we need it set in yellow and we need it set in rose. And the reason is, I feel like champagne is kind of a chameleon stone. It picks up what's around it. So I wanted it set in yellow because when it's set in yellow, you see more of the golden hues of the champagne come out, because you have not only this nice neutral body, but again, all those rainbow colors come out. So the yellow gold around it brings out more of the golden sunset or twilight colors, more of the sunrise kind of feeling. It's more warmth. Whereas when it's set in rose gold, you get more of the morganite kind of colors. You get more of the pinks, more of the bubbly, champagnes, the pink champagnes that come out of it. So we offered it both ways, and we still do. I don't know how much longer it's going to be priced the way it is because it's an amazing, amazing thing right now. 20% off right now.
Oh,
I know. It's only $1,738.98 today. It's on 5 credit card payments of $347.80, and it's the only item that I believe that I have in the segment today that's on 18, yeah, it is, on 18-month
oh,
special
wow.
financing. So if you do have a Q card, it comes down to $96.61. It is really desirable, really collectible. If you love the fancies the way that I do, this is not treated at all. We talked at the beginning of the show about those studs for $122, which would make an awesome holiday gift for Hanukkah, Christmas, birthdays, whatever it is. This is over the top luxury. This is red carpet ready. And I just really feel strongly about it. The other cool thing we do is we base our pricing on the smallest size. We base our carat weight on the smallest size bracelet. What I mean about that is how big it is around. We offer 6 3/4 inch lengths, which is the small. We offer the average, which is 7 1/4, and then we offer the 8-inch length. Now, nobody ever said, guys, if you're watching, William, Tyrone, all of you guys that come in, I think Rick Flynn's probably going to join us a little bit later. He usually does when he can. Nobody ever said I have too many diamonds in my bracelet. You can always have it sized down. That's another thing. I picked a classic tennis bracelet styling because I wanted to make sure that it could be changed. It could be made smaller. So when in doubt on this one, size up. They're true to size, but if you don't know what size you need for sure, or you're buying it as a gift, go bigger. The way I determine what size bracelet I need is really simple because I am a very simple person. I just take a little piece of string or yarn and I just tie it around my wrist and I see how I want it to fit. And then I measure that string and I
That
order
makes
accordingly.
sense.
I don't know. It's simple, but that's what I do. Jacqueline Kennedy was really known for getting larger bracelets. She liked them when they came down on her hand in a little bit more sexy way. She also liked to wear them over sweaters,
I do
over the
too.
cuff. You do too? Yeah. So you might want to keep that in mind when you're making your decision. But isn't she beautiful? This is, again, one of my faves. This is Cass. She's live in the chat right now if you'd like to say hello to her. I want to say thank you for everything that you do with us and for us, and I really appreciate all of you, but I wanted to highlight a few of you today in your beautiful jewelry.
Amy remarked that I also love champagne cupcakes.
We do love champagne cupcakes from Kowalski's.
Yes,
Yes,
they're
up in
wonderful.
Minneapolis. They're delicious. Cupcakes are always good. But yeah, champagne is always great. Especially this season, we're
Diamonds
seeing a
last
lot of
longer.
neutrals. And, well, I don't know about diamonds lasting longer. Those cupcakes are hard to get off the old hip barroos. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Lord.
You need a
Okay,
contraption at the gala. All right,
on with the
moving on.
diamonds.
On with the diamonds. All right, so the next person I want to introduce you to, let me
Yes.
see, is Lisa. Lisa's a new friend of mine. I think she's so fun. I really love Lisa. Lisa's into digital marketing. We have a ton in common, but she fell in love with the ring and needed it in a certain size. And so we were able to work it out for her and she got what she wanted. So I said to her, here's the deal. If we make this happen, you have to make sure you take a picture for me. She didn't know I was going to be featuring customers, but I've had this kind of in the works for a while. And so she and her boyfriend were actually on a cruise, and I forget where it is. So Lisa, if you're out there, drop it in the chat so I can add it to my notes so that I remember this when we go to present it later.
Beautiful.
But yeah, she isn't that nice? She went up on the deck of the cruise ship and took it there, and the sun hit it so perfectly. And I mean, it's gorgeous. So it's sold out. Luckily for you and me, we got a similar style back in Affinity. That's darn close, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is a whopper, and it's in solid gold. It is item number J400955. It's princess and round cuts. That combination is just so pretty. And a lot of our customers are requesting princess cuts. There is a real difficulty in getting enough princess cuts for an order like this in the house to make a lot of them. So, of course, we don't have many. It's in 14 karat gold, and we made some in rose gold, some in yellow gold, and some in white gold. I just happened to show you the white gold today. It's comparable to what Lisa has. And so I thought that would be nice for you. These are 3 carats. You pay for 3 carats in solid gold, especially a ring that's this thick, but very worthwhile, as you can see on the beautiful Lisa's hand. And this is the one I chose to use as the cover on YouTube too, so that, because I thought it was such a pretty picture, I figured that people are going to see that and want to learn more about diamonds. At least that's what I'm hoping. $3,035. It's on 3 credit card payments of $1,011.87. Guys, I'm telling you, if you want to wow her, this is the way to do it. Girls, if you're getting a bonus at work or you want to really splurge and treat yourself to something outrageous, this is a rock the world kind of ring that you could wear on your right hand for sure and feel very powerful and incredibly special when you put it on. What are they saying? Do people like it?
Just beautiful.
It is. It is so crazy beautiful.
And
you
the
guys have
cuts
such good taste.
complement each other. Those cuts.
They do. The
Definitely,
princess and the round, they do complement each other. And they have a similar faceting underneath. When you talk about diamonds, first you talk about the shape and then you talk about the cut. So like in the case of a round, of the round ones, you say these are round shape and then whatever the faceting happens to be underneath. In this case, these are ideal faceted diamonds. So fully faceted, perfect, perfect proportions. They're done really well. They're done by one of our best vendors. And, we all, whether you're a brick and mortar store, whether you're a shopping channel, there's only a limited number of people in the world globally that manufacture something like this. So this is definitely the kind of caliber that you would see on Fifth Avenue in New York City. It's the kind in your small town, if you walked into your best of jewelers, you may see one like it or similar to it in its case, but we're so much more competitive because of the volume that we can do. They might sell a few $1,000s a year in this ring. We might sell a few $1,000s a minute on the big channel. So this is why you get so much better pricing when you shop with us. It's like being a part of the warehouse club without having to pay anything to be a member.
A very high scale warehouse.
Oh yeah, but those warehouse clubs, they sell nice diamonds too. I mean,
Yes, they do.
they
Oh,
do.
yes, they do, as a
Yeah,
matter of fact.
but we can do a really nice volume in them. And what you get with us that you don't currently get with them is you don't get the opportunity to talk to somebody that knows a little bit about it that can kind of guide you. So again, I want to ask if you have any questions, please do reach out to me, whether it's here or if you're shy, because I know some people don't like to get involved in a live chat. If you're shy here, you can always find me on Facebook, Instagram. I mean, I'm pretty accessible. It's hard to keep up with it sometimes, but Mom and I, we do our best. So be patient with us if we don't get back to you right away. So what do you think? Nice, right? This reminds me of, this whole conversation reminds me of a conversation that we had with Tracy Schnoodle. You remember when we met Tracy?
Yes.
Isn't that a great last name? I love it. I'm probably massacring it, but I think we were talking in Penn Station actually on our way
the
back,
WJ,
and we were talking about diamonds and jewelry. We were Mom and I were in New York City for a gala for the WJA, and I know I promised you guys some photos. I can't do it yet because I need to get a hold of the photographer and make sure that all is well. But we got some really good shots, and so I have some that I just took with my little camera, and I'm going to share them next week, I promise. But I wanted to get the nice ones for you. So
everyone is wonderful.
yeah, we had such a good time. And the money that we raised for the scholarship funds and the foundation, it was so heartwarming, wasn't it? I had the night of my life. It was just magical. I haven't been to a gala in a number of years, and we really did it nicely. And I'm just so proud of everybody. We honored the past presidents there and just had a wonderful time.
We met so many people, and
We did.
Can't remember all their names.
Really? Well, I remembered a few today. Lori and Nelson. Again, if they just tuned in, DJ Beyond was a cool dude. We mentioned him earlier. We are very, very grateful for all of you. But for those of you that do know me well, during the pandemic, I had a hard time being locked up in the house. I needed to be able to look for good things that were happening around me. So I started a podcast. We did 2 seasons of it. It's called You Are Solid Gold. And what I did is I highlighted, people, places, and things that I thought were doing good in their communities, respectively, or that was good information that I thought you needed to have. So it covered a variety of topics. But when I was in Penn Station, we had lunch. I'll show you. We're real fancy girls. Oops, Lisa is a fancy girl. Where is it? The burger joint. Yeah, at the burger joint in Penn Station.
Hurry,
And
you're a little over.
I'm a
so
little over, so I gotta hurry. Okay, so I witnessed something really special happen here at the
brought her
burger
to
joint, believe
tears.
it or not. And it did, it brought me to tears. It was such a moving moment. And it's the kind of thing that I will cover in the future
Yes.
on You Are Solid Gold. So go follow that page too if you don't mind. But as I'm ordering and I stepped aside and I'm waiting for mom and my lunch, this woman approached the counter. Nice woman, really sweet. She ordered, and she was counting her change and everything, and got it, paid for her bill. And her daughter really wanted a brownie, and I thought, I'm gonna buy that girl a brownie. And so I went to step back to buy the little girl a brownie, and the guy behind the counter that I want to introduce you to. Sometimes it's the littlest things that make my
There
day.
he is.
Isn't he something? He had no idea, that I was going to do this. I took his picture after the fact, but his name is John. And if you're ever at the burger joint in Penn Station, go by and ask for John, because John did the sweetest thing. He just reached over the counter, he handed her the brownie, and her face just lit up, right? And then they walked away, and I'm like, oh man. And I watched him. He took the money out of his own pocket, rang up the brownie, put it in the till, and I said, you are my kind of guy. And I thought it was such a special moment. And then she comes back, and the little girl walked up to the counter by herself and said, sir, I just want to thank you. That was so special. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And I just, wah! I lost it, of course. Anyway, I thought that was worth sticking around for, and I hope you enjoyed it. I got to run for now, but I do want to ask you one more favor. This is Cass's idea. Cass said that I need to be a little bit more overt about asking you to like and share.
It's free.
It is free. I mean, YouTube,
subscribe.
it's free to subscribe to me. So, and Mama Pat. Do you want to, can you come around and say hi today, or do you not want to do that?
We're really late.
I'm really late. Come on over and we'll say goodbye. Thank you again, everybody, for everything. And I want to continue this through the month of November. So if you would love to be featured, take a picture of yourself with your favorite piece of hopefully QVC jewelry. But I'm willing. I mean, this is all just about the jewelry and about the love. So this is my mom, Mama Pat, in case you haven't met her. She is your moderator each and every time we're together. And anything you want to say?
Love you all.
I love you too. You're dressed like the big
Look,
turkey
if
for
I don't
Thanksgiving.
lean all the way in,
What?
well, this doesn't show.
Oh, it's like an instant facelift. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next Wednesday, okay? Same time, same place. Talk to you soon. Bye.